every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to clown. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinker. I set 'em up another round. I set 'em up another round. I set 'em up another round. One more round won't get me down.
Hello and welcome to Drinking with Fear, and hello to everyone watching, because this is the first time we've recorded this. Technically it's the second time because I fucked up the first time around, but
Yes, it is. Doesn't matter.
That's the thought that counts.
That's why pencils have erasers, Pete.
yeah, unfortunately it doesn't on technical equipment like this and all that sort of thing. But here we are in Drinking with Fear Studios for the second time, but first time we recorded it generally was my fault, even though...
Usually is.
Yeah. But it's the first time, and it just didn't quite work out. But anyway, so that's why it was a bit weird last week. I did put that little bit at the front of the podcast.
You did? No, it's fine.
Heard. But this is the first time that you've been watching us. So hello, this is what we have been doing for a while, and we've already started drinking, actually.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And I'm on the Grosh, and I've already done the big explosion pop thing on the top. So I'm on the Grosh. I've already got a Copperberg, because I was setting all the stuff up earlier. So I've got a Copperberg and a Grosh kind of angle going on here.
Yeah, weird.
Why have you not drank one? Well, you just want them both to get warm?
I've been drinking both at the same time. But because I'm so busy setting up all the equipment, it's just...
Why would you like to drink them both at the same time, Pete?
Okay, I forgot that the Copperberg was...
Okay, that's probably...
Why didn't you just come out with that instead of being such a fucking liar?
No,
You just sounded weird.
Oh, okay.
I like to drink them both at the same time. I often see you down the pub, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have
a cider and
and a martini in the other hand.
Yeah. No, never mind. So, drinking with Mr. Wayne Miller.
Hello.
Hello.
No, it's not working.
no, it's not working.
Why did you point? You spoiled it.
Well, I could have switched camera.
Oh, I've been the most hilarious joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never mind. Let's start again.
So anyway, Wayne's here.
Hello.
And
Go, Wayne.
Mr. Ben Roper is here.
Hello.
Hello. And we can all wave to the cameras because they are recording. That is recording, isn't it?
Check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
yeah. So here we are. So it's been a very busy week. I've been very busy because it's been the Grand National.
I've been working in Aintree this week.
You what?
I was working in Aintree. I could hear everything that was going on.
You're working at Aintree?
Yeah. Well,
you?
The store where I was working at is like just outside of the racecourse.
I didn't know that.
There we go.
Did you get a lot of people coming in with funny hats?
No.
Did you get a lot of people coming in thinking it was a pub?
No.
Did you get any horses?
Yes. Yeah.
What come into the shop?
Loads of them.
Really?
Yeah, couldn't move for them.
Oh, there we
Looking
go.
for splints for the legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Great race. Tiger Roll.
What a legend.
An absolute hero. Going for possibly, well, I don't know where to go 3 next year, but first since Red Rum to go back to back, 1973, 74.
I remember you telling me earlier, Pete.
Yes.
Yeah, this sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
It's all deja vu-ish.
Well, deja vu all over again. But
I've won a sweepstake on Tiger Roll, did you know?
No way.
I
You had a
did,
bet?
yeah.
What, this
I
year?
did. That's the last year.
Oh.
Okay.
You did tell me earlier something about a farm.
Single farm payment.
Yeah, that's a weird name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a horse that always finishes second as well, so a bit of a seconditis, but
I heard this week
ran terribly. I think it came like 8th or something. Anyway,
Not bad, is it?
Isn't there something written down where a horse's name, it can only be 18 characters long?
it can only be a certain amount of
I think
letters.
it's 18 letters.
You can't have a paragraph as a name of a horse. Do you know what I mean? It's
No, 18 letters including spaces, so 18 characters.
Yeah,
that's
mine
correct.
didn't have spaces in its name.
no, it should be one word. In America, they have a lot of horses where they'll have like single farm payment, but something like I'm drinking a can of Carling, but with no spaces between the words.
Can
It'd
you
just be
have,
one
There we
word.
go.
So when I've got to go through them quite quickly without seeing them before, you look at a horse's name and you go, oh, for Christ's sake, yeah, it can throw you off.
There you go. Educational, this is as well now.
That's
Can
what
you have like
podcast
pound
always has been.
symbols?
Huh?
Can you have like dollar symbols?
No.
Oh.
Stupid. Idiot.
You fucking idiot. So it's been
I'm the one who didn't press fucking record.
Moving on.
I did. It just fucked up big time.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, moving swiftly on. Anyway, been a busy week, obviously with the national, but my week was exponentially happier from a story from Down Under that I saw.
Okay.
What could this be?
It's
Go on.
it's basically a chap. Oh, you've just nudged the the table there. It's a chap who has been arrested, and he's well known to the area around wherever in some Billabong,
Walla Billabong,
Bong Bing, Dundee. He's basically been caught having a crap whilst jogging. He's known as the Poo Jogger.
What a great name!
He's known as the Poo Jogger.
It's like a villain's name.
It is.
Does he have a costume?
I don't think so.
So is he like running, stops, shits, or is he just running and shitting whilst running?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because, well, first of all, I think if you did the
I'm
first
not even sure
one,
I could do that.
well, if you did the first one, well, we've got
It'd get everywhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
we've got cameras. Let's find out. No,
It'd be a mess when he got home.
but this is
I
the
have to
thing.
spread, hence I don't like toilet seats. I like to spread.
Indeed.
Yes, oh God, I never thought that. But I think if you stopped
Why would
halfway,
you ever want to
You
think of
always
that?
think of that.
I think if you were the Poo Jogger,
Which
and,
I might be.
which you might be, and I think if you did stop halfway and do your business in the same place, apparently 30 times in the same place, then
in the same place.
yes, then I think that you would then still have possible episodes of pooing as you were then carrying on your run. Or is that just a bit?
I think that might just be you, dude.
Well, no,
I'm only like one a day sort of chap as it is.
Well, anyway, this guy's been arrested for this.
Selby's very evasive about it.
He is, yes.
How many shits do you have a day?
One or maybe two, depends if I've had a rhubarb before.
Yeah, no, it does depend on. Yeah.
But anyway, he's been arrested. He's 64 years old.
No way.
What are you doing at 64?
He's obviously pissed
What's
off. with
happened
lots
in
of
your
people.
life?
To be fair, what age would that be acceptable?
So, but this is like
I mean, 64, that's fucking weird.
That's
It's what if you do it was 70 or 30 or 10? No,
Not
it's not acceptable
64.
at any fucking age.
If this guy, let's just say he was in his early 20s and he's like a real loner and he's like a bit weird and all that, and that's his thing.
No,
then
I got the impression it was like a student or someone like.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He's 64. So anyway, what I want to know is I want to know his work colleagues, like what's happened. Like, what happened to him? Was he a nice guy? Has he got wife and kids?
No, he must
Did
have had a
something
tragic
happen?
life. It's like
Did something happen?
like the bloke from Up. It's him, and he's just taking it out on the rest of the world.
Just an old curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Just shit.
Yeah, life's been shit to me. I'm going to go back and shit on people's doorsteps.
Maybe, he's got to a certain age and, he can't afford the heating at house, though in Australia it's probably not that much of an issue.
Can't afford toilet
Or
paper,
maybe
maybe.
he can't afford toilet paper.
Yeah.
So he just
You don't
goes
think of
out
that, do
and
you,
shits
Pete, while
himself.
you're sitting there laughing?
Yeah.
Think about it.
You go down
That poverty-stricken man.
go down the Dunny.
Yeah.
Well, clearly he didn't.
Well, but anyway, the local community had to set up video cameras or security cameras to try and catch him. Imagine being poor old Maureen down
Does
the
he
road
do this
going
at
through all the
night
footage.
then?
I don't know.
It's very incognito. Well, I'm assuming it's the costume that he's wearing.
Well, he's called the Poo Jogger, which is a great name. But if what I want to know though is imagine if he was like someone down your local, who all of a sudden in the local press, like in your town, wherever you're listening to this or watching this, in your local town, there's someone who is quite well known to everyone, just a normal person, and all of a sudden it's them.
Sounds
They're
like he's
known as the
describing
Poo Jogger.
himself.
Well, actually,
If you were the poo jogger, yes, carry on.
the what?
If you were the poo jogger,
Well, you're the guy who works with poo, so you've got a ready supply.
Ooh.
yeah, but I don't jog.
Oh,
point. Yeah,
and
but neither do
you
I.
do.
Yeah, you do.
You do, Pete. Out of all three of us, it's not often, and you can't tell, but out of all of us,
Stop press. I sometimes do. But what I want to know is, he walks in. So you're down the pub, you're standing at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm there.
Obviously, this is the topic.
Yeah.
In walks in Poo Jogger.
Oh, God.
What do you say?
I'd probably laugh, if I'm honest. Has he been doing it on my doorstep? Or is it other people's? Am I directly involved in this?
What if it's like an actual next door neighbour?
I'm fine with that, though. It's not my
So
doorstep.
as long as it's not on your just outside of your house.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Really? But on your road though?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I just see the funny side of it.
You live round the corner from me.
Well, you
I
don't
don't
have to
want
go
this.
so far then, do you?
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So no, I don't want that.
Oh, that'd be... No, I'd find it funny.
Okay. So
So you don't want someone to shit on your road?
No.
How
And you
about
do?
the next road over? I'm just wanting to see where your boundaries are.
Okay.
How close can someone shit to your house?
Your house?
What? Why is a horse allowed to shit outside your house, but I'm not? I pay my taxes. A horse doesn't pay a horse tax. Anything like that. I pay my council tax. So why is a horse allowed to walk along outside my house and take a shit, but it's wrong if I do it?
Why, Selby? Why?
What happens
Yeah.
if the horse was Tiger Roll? Would that be okay?
Well, apparently all horses are allowed to.
They are. But then you can, but you can put that on your roses in your
You
garden.
can do that with the poo jogger.
You know,
Yeah,
but
but if you've got a dog, you have to clear that up.
You
after
do,
yourself.
yeah.
So why isn't just a normal horse rider carrying a backpack of shit with him at all times?
Exactly. I'm with you on this one, mate.
Yeah, but you can use that. You're not going to use my lamb naga on a Monday morning. I've dispelled in record time and at record speed. You're not going to put that on your daisies, are you?
I hear it's quite good on rhododendrons.
I think it'll be
Turn them a
probably
different colour.
quite useful as like a weapon of mass destruction.
Honestly,
It'd be quite expensive in a way.
Well, you guys better watch out because it is literally the other side of
Is
that
it
wall.
biological warfare?
You're going to seep through that wall into Drinking with Fear
Melting
Studios.
through, yeah.
It can be. But no, so Poo Jogger, 64-year-old man from
Bless him.
Australia. Has to be the Aussies. It's always the Aussies.
Yeah, possibly. So
I
he's
know,
been arrested.
I
Has he
could
been sentenced with anything? Is he seeing time for this, or is he just being told off?
Didn't get that far because I was crying laughing.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, where do you find these stories? What are you looking for? What are you searching for on the internet when you come across these things?
They just happen, don't they?
People running pooing. .com. No, it someone at work. I saw the story on Twitter,
I'm sure I've seen it somewhere.
and then someone at work told me about it, and I went, and everyone was kind of laughing about it, and I went, and someone looked at me and went, "You already know that?" I went, "I've seen the story already," and they kind of said, "How have you seen the story already?" I was like, well,
I've heard it before somewhere.
folklore.
Yes, somewhere.
The poo jogger.
Mm.
Shatman.
Shatman. Like Scatman. Yes.
Like Scatman, but Shatman.
Yeah. Oh, what a legend he was.
What, Shatman?
Yeah.
He's immortal now.
I was
The poo jogger.
I had a photo sent to me this morning, which again relates to like social media stories that's come out. And it said, "Is this you?" We should all take your microphone, Pete.
I am. That's why I'm holding it like this because it's slightly buzzing.
It said, "Is this you?" And it was an article that had been found on that, and it wasn't me, but they had something very similar to me, which looked like one of my tattoos, or my tattoo that I have.
You got a tattoo?
I have a tattoo on my right shoulder blade. It's a poem, and this article was entitled "World's Worst Tattoos." Yeah.
Yeah.
And my one has made it onto it.
And then there's you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I found that very offensive. So
did it say Ben Roper, aka Poo Jogger?
no, it's a poem that. So going back many years ago when I first started going on lads' holidays, I was always the twat of the group, really.
No shit.
Yeah. I was always
How?
I was always the dickhead that would do anything, any dare, anything that came up. I was fine. I would just go and do it. And
You're a hero.
yeah, I am a hero. I am
That
a
could have
hero.
been very easily exploitable.
Yeah,
It probably has been, I imagine.
yes, it has.
Yeah.
But this is what I only ever turned down one thing, and it was to go and get a tattoo. Yeah, I didn't fancy doing that, being abroad and all that, and it's quite a permanent thing. Oh, on the back of that, we did.
Well, it's not quite. It is
Yeah,
permanent. You know, stop press.
On the back of that, we found a little beach hut selling a couple of pints down there, but had shitloads of bags of Cheetos in them. And these bags of Cheetos had semi-permanent tattoos in them. They just had to rub on, put water on there.
Oh,
And
okay, the kids do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
emptied the entire bar out of these. And there were 3 boxes full of them, and I just covered myself head to toe in all these like fake tattoos.
I
That
bet you
lasted.
look so cool.
I did look so cool.
I'm not even being ironic. I bet that'd be really
Yeah.
ace.
They were very arty.
Fuck off, would it?
I had like pirate ship wheels on my nipples.
Really?
All sorts. Yeah, no, everything was done with great precision. But anyway, back 2 years ago, we went back to the same place as a stag do, and we happened to get drunk in a bar outside a tattoo parlour. And this story then came up, and so I said, "Yeah, fuck it. If you want to pay for it, I'll quite happily go and have me go and have a tattoo done." So what are you going to have done? I said, "Don't care. You tell me. I'll go and have it done." So the lads wrote down this poem that said, Roses are red. My name is Dave. It was Dave Stagdo. This makes no sense. Saunders is great. And Saunders was paying for it. I now have that tattooed onto my my right shoulder blade. And this one that got put in the top 10 worst ever tattoos said, Roses are red. My name is Dave. This makes no sense. Microwave.
Yeah,
you've
that's
probably
right,
seen it.
yeah.
Yeah, so they must have seen that before. Done a little take on it to make sure that Saunders gets his.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah, for the rest of my life, it says Saunders is great on my body.
It could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Okay.
You could have been,
Swashsticker.
Well, I'm not
they
complaining
could
about
put poo
it.
jogger on it or something.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I like it.
We should get drinking with fear tattoos.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That'd be amazing.
Is one going to say drinking, the other say with, and the other one say fear? We have to stand in the right order.
What happens
Who
if
wants a tattoo that says with?
you're in the
I'm
fucking
in the middle, aren't I? Cunts.
I was once
Across my chest.
I was once
With.
branded with a W. I had my arse branded.
By
It's my friend Leeson, I think.
their friend.
Yeah, it was one of these really stupid. It was a red hot day, so you go down to the pub, quite early doors, get drunk a lot quicker than what you normally would, start talking about its perfect barbecue weather, and then somebody sat on the table next to us, said, "Did you mention barbecues?" I said, "Yes. My granddad lives 2 doors down and he's selling barbecues." Yeah. Well, that's a brilliant idea. Absolutely brilliant idea. The screensaver's gone off, by the way.
No, whatever.
And so we ended up getting this barbecue, going back to Saunders' house, buying shitloads of stuff, and then getting a bit bored at the end of it. And Saunders had these brands that you have on steaks that's a medium, well done, and rare that you brand on them. And so we thought it'd be a great idea was to brand my arse.
Well done.
Well done, yes.
We can brand your arse this time, but with drinking with fear.
It was about 3 years later that finally cleared up.
Oh, God.
One of the most painful things I've ever done in my life. I remember driving to work the next day, and I was late, and I had to explain to my boss that I'd had my arse branded, and I could only drive for about 10 minutes. Where I had to stand up, get out the
Did he
car,
ask to see it?
have a walk around, and yes, he did. And
You could have sued him for that.
And the situation went from him being very pissed off to him saying I was a hero and pissing himself that much and saying that this blistered massive W on my right arse cheek.
There you go. If you want to get ahead in your job, you
There you
know
go.
what to do.
Do you still have a scar?
No, it's clear. It was about 10 years ago, but it lasted literally, mate. It might have been 4 years.
I want to get tattoos. I want to fucking brand myself. Fuck that shit. With. Okay, so welcome back to Drinking with Fear. Yeah, so Poo Jogger. It's just a funny name. It's a funny name, isn't it? With.
All right.
I think we really should do it. Any April Fools?
No.
No. Well,
No.
one on WhatsApp
What?
from our friend. You were in the group. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was it? I can't remember. It was so boring.
It was just you get a notification come up when you get your WhatsApp message.
Oh, yeah,
It says,
no, I get that.
You have been removed from the group.
Oh, no, oh yeah,
And it was just a message that made it look like you're saying that you've been removed from the group.
Oh, hilarious.
Rob will
I bet you
appreciate
pissed
that. Rob's
yourself for hours.
a
haven't you?
good a consistent listener,
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware. So like the name check.
I forgot there was one thing I was meant to actually say to you before we start recording, and that's don't mention that story because it's really boring. I tried my normal football one with our sister podcast.
Yeah, it
for
didn't
Fox
work.
Sake podcast.
The
No,
one about Coventry City.
yeah, no one believed it at all, did they?
No,
I thought,
no one
I might get a
does.
bit of
What was
traction. Coventry City basically have no ground and they're going to go out of business, and I just
It's
said
a
that-
local rival. as
Yeah,
well.
I said that they've agreed terms with Leicester to Groundshare in a long-term deal. In a very nicely worded, more details to follow, ... all that sort of thing. And
No one bought it.
absolutely
No one does,
bought it at all.
though. No one does. It's April 1st, so yeah. People just switch off to everything. It's this really poor attempt for people trying to be funny, and it just doesn't work. It's like when you take somebody out for their 60th birthday and tell them they've not got a surprise birthday, but we're going to take you out for a meal.
Yeah.
You know full well there's going to be a load of people there shouting surprise when you come in.
But if there isn't,
Oh, no.
you'd be
That's a surprise.
surprise. There's just us.
Oh, no.
I did see something regarding. Are you familiar with the musical genre of dubstep?
I hate it. It's not music.
I
Let's not
won't say I was
let's not call it
familiar.
music.
I'm aware of it.
That means it's called genre.
Okay.
You can't deny it's a genre of music. There are things
Okay.
people who
Okay. It's just a shit.
Skrillex.
It's a shit genre of
Yeah.
music.
But apparently, Mosquitoes don't like dubstep.
Good. Good for them.
But it means that when you're on holiday, then you have to listen to Skrillex all the time.
Oh no.
On like a loudspeaker. But
I'd seen him be bitten by a mosquito.
that was my next question.
Yeah.
Would you rather
Yeah.
have to listen to Skrillex all the time or get bitten to fuck by mosquitoes?
Yeah, that one every time.
Really?
Every time.
Do you get bit by mosquitoes?
I have been, yeah.
No, but
I've never got malaria.
Are you one of them? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you no? But are you one of them people who?
Dengue fever.
What? What?
Have you ever had that?
What? Gay fever?
Dengue.
Oh, I didn't get the den bit.
I bet you don't. Yeah.
Did you get gay fever?
Always straight for the gay.
It's like Saturday Night Fever, but in Brighton.
Dear. There's when we were doing the national coverage, the grand national coverage, I had to read out obviously bits and bobs to do with the national, and I can't remember the stat, but there was a first horse since 1970, and the horse was called Gay Trip or whatever. And every time I said it, basically, it's one of the biggest, most important days of the year. All I've got in my ear is the
You
producer
snigger each time.
laughing every time I said Gay Trip. And he's like this, and I'm like, you're the fucking producer. You're meant to keep us in line, and there's you laughing down. You know, but that's the sort of thing you'd do, Ben. But
Yeah,
it's,
no.
but
I'm happy with that.
But you get a group of people away on holiday, and there's always that one or two people who gets like bit to fuck.
Yes, yeah, I know what I mean. My mate Matt was the biggest recipient of, biggest victim, I would say, of the mosquito last time I went.
I get bit occasionally. I do get bit.
Yeah, they don't touch me.
You've got no
Yeah,
time.
right.
You've got no time, you though, have you?
What's a fucking prize?
You're riddled as well. Mosquitoes can smell it.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking that blood.
They don't like this guy.
How many STIs are on?
This guy works with shit. Mosquitoes with standards.
Have you ever had a STI?
No.
Zoe?
No,
Not that I'm aware of.
no.
How? Speaking of STIs.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, STIs. How's your
Yeah, how's things downstairs?
how's
The rug?
How's your pubes?
I'm surprised that's not the first thing you said, Pete, when you saw him.
It's just I forgot
They're
about
okay.
it. But
I think I need to apologise for some of the listeners of this.
Okay.
Notably my sister.
She
who's
just
a
doesn't want to hear
regular,
that sort of
She
thing.
probably wouldn't want to, no.
You gone past the itching stage?
Oh, yes, quite a while ago.
Okay.
yeah, but your sister was the one who sent in the Urban
Cincinnati.
Dictionary, the
Oh, yeah,
Cincinnati slingshot,
Switcheroo.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's her own fault.
Are you two timed that? You got that bang on right, and then you both drank exactly the same time.
Oh,
Yes.
This is the pleasure of the cameras as well.
Are you playing
You get to
footsie under the table?
fully
Like
enjoy
1,
it.
2, 3, go. So, what did she say then regarding your pubes?
I don't think I've even spoke to her since.
All right, so you're apologising in advance.
In advance, yes.
Yeah, you maybe should have done that before you actually said what you said last week.
What did I say last week?
When you
About
talked
Oh,
about
just
your
in
pubes.
general,
Jesus.
yeah,
Okay.
you should have said like, look,
Yeah, I probably
any-
should have
any
forewarned
family
her. But it's not
listens.
the kind of conversation you really want to have with your sister in general, though, is it?
No, but you don't on the podcast, so it doesn't
You might
matter.
do it with your sister.
What, talk about your pubes?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's your?
She always asks me about them, so...
What's your what do you call it? What's how is it? Is it recovered?
Yeah.
It's not the bloodbath that it was.
No, it's all the scabs have fallen off.
Don't look like a leper.
and you're questioning why mosquitoes don't bite you.
I got to take part in one of the most enjoyable things in life this week. Twice.
Was
Twice
it?
in one day.
Did you burp and shit at the same time?
No. What was that? The double-ended foghorn?
Yes.
Yeah. No. More fun than that.
Did you...
You'll have done it in your life, and you'll have loved it, but it's probably not clicked.
Double-ended foghorn.
No.
Dick fart.
No, not one of those this week. I had to drive from Aintree, where I was working, down to Tottenham on Tuesday to a meeting down there, and back
Liverpool
again.
to North London, Wayne. That is.
So it's a big old stretch, 240 miles. And,
You think that would help me, wouldn't you? No.
But en route, you have to go down the M6 toll, and I love what I call the toll booth drag race. Have you never taken part in this? When the
when
barrier
you
goes up,
yeah,
and all the
it's kind
cars
of just
go.
a free for all, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's amazing!
Yeah.
You floor it, get as quick as what you can, beat everyone else around you. It's the best feeling that you can have. It's probably the closest to taking part in a Formula One race. Am I the only person that's feeling the love for this?
Well, maybe. But,
What do you drive?
My car's like an Igo, so I mean.
But you still thrash it.
fucking
You
doesn't.
could do it at that point.
I think you have to thrash it to get up hills, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, just me then that likes doing this.
I don't drive down toll roads. I don't need to, so.
No.
Toll roads.
Toll
is what
roads.
you're
I'm sure
trying
you've
to
I'm
say.
sure you've driven into Wales and had to go through that toll booth.
Or
No.
is it the Grove?
No?
It's the double Grolsch and Cronenberg. I don't know. I've never driven through a toll road. Do you throw money in the basket
Never.
like they do in
No,
films?
you wind down your window, except I can't wind down my window because my car's broke. I have to get out my car and just do the swipe thing. I'm a third worse than Hallam's car.
Oh, fucking hell, that's a bad
No,
car.
you just swipe your card. Get out, the thing goes up, then you floor it.
Surely now you just drive through and they recognise your number plate and send you the bill,
No.
or it
No,
automatically.
you can set that
I
up,
think
I think.
you-
You can set
oh,
that
maybe.
up.
Yeah.
Either that or like they're just fining you for
So you
going
don't
through the toll
you don't
without
flip
paying.
flip a quarter into the
No,
thing and then
no.
you drive through and all of a sudden you go ding, ding, in.
No, it's very American, those, Pete.
It's films because films are true. They're documentaries. Every single
Mhm.
film is real.
Okay.
I've never driven down the.
Oh,
the
you
toll
want
road.
to try it, mate? Try it
Oh,
next
yeah.
time you get the opportunity.
I'm going to a 300-mile diversion just to drive through a toll thing.
The M6
Yeah.
toll isn't that far away.
Do a fucking no, never in a million years.
Trust me, you'll love it.
I will try. Speaking of, actually, it's got nothing to do with this. Wayne, you might have seen this. You know, a black hole.
Yes.
I know where this is going to go already. You're in your
There's
juvenile
something about
mind.
pictures
You're
that we're
gonna-
getting pictures of it or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I didn't think it would. It wouldn't make me laugh as soon as I said black
Oh,
hole,
yeah.
but it
But
did.
it did, yeah. Because you're that classy.
It would. Anyway,
Talk to me about black holes, Pete.
no. Well, they've taken a photo of one, and it's going to be released in a few days.
Can't imagine it looks like much.
Wayne, is this the real reason why you've shaved your pubes?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I told myself I wasn't going to laugh.
Because there's basically because then we're like, oh, that's Wayne. Or if there's a big brand next to it, then we know it's fucking you.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Anyway, we're in about the fucking science with it. I don't give a shit. But like, they're going to take a picture of a black hole. It's going to be a black hole. What do you want?
What are they going to see? Just hole.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nothing.
but it's going to be a photo of
black,
it. They've
isn't
never taken a photo of one, or
I've seen a photo of a black hole.
no, you've seen an artistic representation of one.
Have I?
When have you seen a picture of a black hole?
I'm sure you've seen things with like Ali's comment. Ali's no.
You
Hubble
okay?
Hubble telescope. That's the
Have
one.
you had a stroke?
Haley's comet. You would,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I got confused with Hubble telescope. I'm sure they've taken
in that
photos. of it.
Carling, what? Are you well, man? Are you
I'm-
all
I'm
right?
fine,
Are you
I'm
okay?
fine.
You know,
Maybe not.
Well, clearly they haven't.
The
otherwise
cameras
they
and the
won't be
lights.
making a news story out of it.
Yeah, this is big news, big
Well, I
scientific
don't know
news.
it's there.
Because you won't be able to see the stuff behind it.
Exactly.
Surely, if you can see something, you could take a photo of it.
No, but they there's
It's
one
very,
in every.
very far away. You've got to be able to know where to point your camera for a start.
Well, when you see it,
There's one in every galaxy.
yeah, and you discover a black hole, which people have, and Professor Stephen Hawking mentioned them quite a few times. What's stopping them taking? This is me, obviously being an idiot because you're staring at me like that. But if you can see one and you know they're there, what's
No,
stopping you taking a
Because
photo?
the
of it?
nearest one is like a big zillion, a million miles away.
But you can see it, but you can't take a photo of it.
It's taken this long to
No, we
get the
can't see it.
ability to do it.
We've not seen one in the flesh before.
Have we
No.
not?
No.
Oh,
Exactly.
and we've now found one.
Theoretical.
Yeah. Now they've apparently got the ability, and it's taken years
Wow.
to take this photo.
We'll be landing on the moon next, won't we?
Mm. One day.
What a time to be alive.
Real or not?
Or black holes.
No, you twat. The
I know what you mean, twat.
sorry, with.
I'm going to say yes. I'm
Fucking moon
going to say
landing.
yeah, it was real.
Yeah. Of course it was.
They're
Yeah.
taking photos,
I
haven't
think
they?
you're a moron if you're not.
Well, I
If you don't think so.
think it's real. There's so many now. There's so many conspiracies. Everything's a lie.
Yeah, of course.
Everything's
it is.
a lie nowadays.
These stupid fucking flat earthers.
I don't know if it's, yeah, I love
Fucking
flat
hell.
earth.
I don't get
How have we
that.
not managed to mention flat Earth yet?
I think we might have. Did Saunders mention it when he was on?
It's ramblings
I
of a
don't
drunken
know.
man, really, isn't
No,
it? So,
probably.
but it's the biggest load of shit.
I'm again, I'm a bit naive towards this sort of thing because it's just bollocks. So I won't entertain myself in even
Exactly.
looking at it or anything like that.
What the thing I like about flat earthers is
They're all going to die at some point.
it's a conspiracy that has no benefit to anyone.
Exactly.
It doesn't, like, said, all right, it's a flat Earth. They're not trying to, like, bring down the government or anything like that, saying they're just Earth's flat. And if they're right, great. If they're not, it makes no difference to anyone.
This is
Exactly.
this is the thing. It's not what they believe. And you could basically put loads of different groups in, flat earthers and all sorts of different people, as long as it's not like, offensive or whatever. But basically, it's people who are like into Star Trek with the original ones, like Trekkies.
Yeah.
Now basically anything has their own little convention, has their own groups and this, that, and the other. And obviously, social media makes it easy for that to happen. And flat earthers are like, someone's like, oh, okay, I'm really sad and lonely. I've got nothing to do in my life. I tell you what, I'm going to believe this flat Earth just because I can join the club then.
Yeah.
And you're going to be talking to people who are like-minded. They're also weirdos as well. That's all it is, isn't it? It's people who like.
They're just idiots.
Yeah, people. It's become cool to like, like comics and superheroes and this, that, and the other. Again, it's become the norm. But like,
I quite
it
like
started.
those.
It started with like Star Trek, didn't it? You got all, you
Well,
get all
like,
these
flat Earthers,
conventions.
it's so
It's the same sort of thing.
bizarrely provable that
Exactly.
It's nonsense.
I like. Is that the word? Provable.
Yes.
Provable.
I know exactly what you meant. Yeah, but they come out with bullshit like the windows on a plane are like curved, so it's not.
Like a fisheye lens.
Yeah,
Mm.
and when they send up a camera into a balloon that goes so high, again they go it's the lens, and then when you show them space shit, they're like, oh no, because that's all fucking made up and shit.
We sent that pie up quite recently, didn't we? There was a balloon that had a pie attached to it that went into orbit, so you could see the effects of a pie.
But
And there was that.
Bit to the pie.
It just carried on. It was
Did it
fine.
cook?
No. And
that
there's that bloke that dived out of space as well
it would freeze,
to
wouldn't
do
it?
his free fall.
Probably, I don't know.
Oh, the
Well, not-
Red Bull guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you could see it. It was all round.
But again, they refer to the lens. But the thing that I've always wondered with it is they obviously believe that there's a flat Earth and there's got to be an edge, right? And it's the ice, isn't it? Antarctica goes around the edge of the Earth.
Yeah, it's a disc. The world is
Yeah.
a disc, and
I don't know this
Antarctica
bit, so is
goes
that what they're
all
saying?
the way around.
It's an ice.
Yeah, so-
basically, the Antarctic surrounds the Earth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
every
you can
direction,
walk off the edge of it. They still think that.
Well, they said that we've never gone far enough to see what's beyond the edge.
No.
No,
Okay.
you only go so far in there, and then you don't go any further. The ice edge could be hundreds and thousands of miles of ice, and now they're going to have an expedition to actually try and conquer it all.
And they explain gravity because in this model, gravity doesn't work because we don't have a big globe for everyone to crush down into. So they posit that the Earth is actually moving up very quickly for the
Really?
effect of gravity, i.e., velocity, to stick you to the Earth.
Okay, some people believe these.
And some people believe it.
Is it mainly Americans?
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's
of
all
course
around
it's
the world.
Of course it's
And then you get
Americans.
obviously either the wankers who people who just want to join the club.
Yeah,
They've got involved as well. But flat Earth.
mainly Americans.
But I think that is my favourite conspiracy theory.
I like
because
it.
it is just so bonkers.
Yeah, and it's really harmless.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're not going to go and like pester. Well, I think they might do, but like they're not going to go and they're not like some militant organisation. They're not going to do like hate crimes on people because of flat Earth. It's just a group of knobheads.
And they're going to do an expedition.
Yeah, soon. There's a one guy who's
Well.
like mega rich and that.
Well, personally, then I wish them all the best of luck. They can go up to there and just keep walking.
I think what we should do, because obviously when this all goes live in terms of the film and 10,000 million billion people watch it,
Yeah.
when the royalties start rolling in, what we should do, we should work out where they're going. Okay, these flat earthers to the Antarctic, and we should go to the other side and wait for them. So when they cross over the Antarctic and appear in the southern island of New Zealand or
Yeah.
somewhere, we'll be there on the beach waiting, going. What do you reckon?
I'm up for that.
Drinking with her on tour.
That's just a good excuse for a holiday.
It's a very, very good excuse. We'll put it down as expenses.
I'd like to fetch you before I go. I'll be back tomorrow night so we can drink some more. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinking. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. One more round, get me down.
the